fight against those nations. They shall fall in the day of battle, and his feet shall stand in that day upon the Mount of Olives, which is before Jerusalem, on the east, and the Mount of Olives shall cleave in the midst thereof toward the east and towards the west, and there shall be a very great valley, and half of the mountains shall remove toward the north, and half of it toward the south. And ye shall flee to the valley of the mountains, for the valley of the mountains unto Azal. Yeah, ye shall flee like as ye fled from before the earthquake in the days of Uzziah, king of Judah. And the Most High, my power, shall come, and all the saints of thee. And it shall come to pass in that day that the light shall not be clear nor dark.
It states that in the book of 2 Kings 23:4, it states, and the king commanded Hilkiah, the high priest, and the priests of the second order, and the keepers of the door, to bring forth out of the temple of the Most High all vessels that were made for Baal, and for all the host of heaven. And he burned them without Jerusalem in the fields of Kidron, and carried the ashes of them unto Bethel. Let's look at that word Kidron, and it means dark, a stream east of Jerusalem. You see that? A stream east of Jerusalem. Now, and his feet shall stand in that day upon the Mount of Olives, which is before Jerusalem on the east, and the Mount of Olives shall cleave in the midst thereof toward the east and toward the west, and there shall be a very great valley, and half of the mountain shall remove toward the north, and half of it toward the south. Let's look at that word olive, and it means olive, olive tree, olives, mountain, facing Jerusalem on the east side. Remember Kidron Valley, spring near the east of Jerusalem, and the Garden of Eden, where the river Gihon is located, as so is the Mount of Olives. You see that? Now, we see the correlation between the Mount of Olives and Kidron Valley. And we see that the king of Israel, Yeshua, is coming back, and he's going to judge these nations. And let's get a second witness to this chapter in Zechariah. Let's go to Jeremiah 31, and it reads, at the same time, said the Most High, will I be the power of all the families of Israel, and they shall be my people. Thus said the Most High, the people which were left of the sword found grace in the wilderness, even Israel, when I went to cause him to rest. The Most High hath appeared of old unto me, saying, yea, I have loved thee with an everlasting love, therefore with loving kindness have I drawn thee. And I will build thee, and thou shalt be built, O virgin of Israel. Thou shalt again be adorned with thy tabrets, and shalt go forth in the dances of them that make merry. Thou shalt yet plant vines upon the mountains of Samaria. The planters shall plant, and shall eat them as common things. Now, you can read the rest on your own, but it's talking about the restoration of Israel. Okay? But I want to get straight to the point. Now, it states that, behold, I will bring them from the north country, where we, so-called North America, Ozark, and gather them from the coast of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman with the child, and her that travaileth with the child together, and great company shall return thither. You see that? They shall come weeping, and with supplications will I lead them. I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in a straight way, wherein they shall not stumble. For I am father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn. Hear the word of the Most High, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, He that scattered Israel will gather him, and keep him as a shepherd doeth his flock. You see that? For the Most High hath redeemed Jacob, and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. Therefore, listen at this, they shall come and sing in the height of Zion, and shall flow together to the goodness of the Most High, for wheat, and for wine, and for oil, and for the young of the flock and the herd, and their soul shall be as a watered garden, and they shall not sorrow any more. You see that? Now, let's go down to the 40th verse. Upon the restoration of Israel, what's going to happen? And the whole valley of the dead bodies, and of the ashes, and all the fields unto the brook of Kidron. You see that? Unto the corner of the horse gate toward the east shall be holy unto the Most High. It shall not be plucked up, nor thrown down any more forever. You see that? See what's going to happen upon the arrival of Yeshua in Kidron Valley? A valley of dead bodies. And this river, Gihon, the mouth of it is at Kidron Valley. And Yeshua is going to plant his feet on the Mount of Olives near this Gihon River. You see that? The time is at hand. So this is the correlation between the Mount of Olives, Kidron Valley, and the King of Israel. Judgment and Orion.